Is it going?
Okay.
Okay.
America, the land of the free, home of the brave. The country home to millions of immigrants from all over the world in search of a better social and economic life. A strong pulling factor is the marvelous American dream. The fight for the American dream is portrayed throughout many works of American literature, including The Great Gatsby, A Raisin in the Sun, and The House on Mango Street. Characters in each work of literature exemplify the struggle to achieve the American dream and the setbacks due to race, gender, and socioeconomic status. This is a literary evaluation of the challenges of achieving the American dream by Claire O'Connor, Mariah Hulbert, and Riya Chaudhry.
The Great Gatsby, written by F. Scott Fitzgerald, takes readers through Jay Gatsby's life while he works towards achieving his American dream of becoming wealthy through the eyes of Nick Carraway. The narrator of the novel, Nick Carraway, describes the life of Jay Gatsby and his determination to become wealthy in order to be with his love, Daisy. Gatsby was able to become wealthy and moved to West Egg. As Nick continued studying Gatsby's, one night Nick glanced seaward and distinguished nothing except a single green light, minute and far away, that might have been the end of the dock. Throughout the novel, this green light is described and how every night Gatsby reaches out towards it. This light is situated at the end of Daisy's dock, and when Gatsby reaches at it during the darkness, it represents the guiding light in order for him to accomplish his dream. Daisy, the woman he loves, lives across the river in East Egg. East Egg represents old money, where the people who have been wealthy for generations live, while Gatsby and Nick live in West Egg, which represents new money. When Gatsby had met Daisy, she was the first nice girl he had ever known. Jay Gatsby was James Gatz, a poor man, when he met Daisy, and felt that he was not a good enough guy for her since he was not wealthy. During this time, many Americans wanted to become wealthy, and Gatsby was no exception. He changed his name and worked to become wealthy. Later in the novel, Tom, Daisy's husband, reveals that Gatsby and Miss Wolfshine brought up a lot of side street drugstores here and in Chicago and grain alcohol over the counter. That's one of his little stunts. I picked him for a bootlegger the first time I saw him, and I wasn't far wrong. By Tom saying this, it shows how Gatsby is trying to fit into old money by becoming wealthy, but is unable to integrate into Daisy's world since he bootlegged to earn money. Gatsby was able to become wealthy by being involved in bootlegging, which is illegal. Gatsby's economic status was a hurdle that he needed to overcome in order to achieve his American dream. His dream is to be with Daisy, and that is his driving motivation to improve his status in society.
A Raisin in the Sun by Lorraine Hansberry reveals the yearning to achieve the glorious American dream while facing setbacks of race, gender, and socioeconomic status. Benita is one of the main characters in the play and has many dreams and aspirations. She is an African-American woman who one day wants to become a doctor. She believes that America will give her the opportunity to be anything she desires, so she reveals to her family that she eventually wants to become a doctor. Benita faces some roadblocks in her journey, one of the major setbacks being her own brother, Walter Lee Younger. His strong views on her decision. He believes that Benita's dream to become a doctor is ridiculous and complains, "Who the hell told you had to be a doctor? If you so crazy about messing around with sick people, then go be a nurse like other women, or just get married and be quiet." Walter's statement represents the gender discrimination that Benita faces and the acceptable roles of females in society. Women were expected not to follow their dreams and rely on their husbands for everything. Benita pushes the boundaries of typical female roles in American society and fights to make her American dream a reality.
In The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros, the narrator named Esperanza's American dream is to escape Mango Street and poverty. At the beginning of the book, Esperanza is a young girl moving into Mango Street. Her parents always promised her that one day they would move into a house, a real house, one that would be theirs so they always wouldn't have to move into a house each year. While young Esperanza never quite believes her parents, she does not stop dreaming of leaving Mango Street, the one place that represented the economic struggles she faced. Within the same vignette, we see that America's American dream develops for the first time as she realizes that she had to have a house, a real house, one she could point to. Esperanza always viewed houses as concrete objects that one should be able to take pride in. As Esperanza's story continues, we learn that she faces many obstacles in order to achieve her goal. When she obtains her first job in the hopes of earning some money, she faces sexual harassment as a result of her gender when she is kissed by a far older man against her wishes. However, as Esperanza grows up, we soon see that her American dream is not yet achieved, as by the final lines of the book she admits that one day I will pack my bags of books and paper. One day I will say goodbye to Mango. I am too strong for her to keep me here forever. One day I will go away, implying that she has still not left Mango Street, but is still continuing to fight for her American dream, despite the setbacks of her gender. The Great Gatsby, A Raisin in the Sun, and The House on Mango Street are similar in many ways. The characters Walter, Esperanza, and Gatsby all share the dream of having a new house and becoming wealthy. Although their motivations are different, the ultimate goal is the same. Walter dreams about having a house where he will pull up on the driveway in just a plain black Chrysler. I think with white walls. No, black tires. The gardener will be clipping away at the hedges and he'll say, "Good evening, Mr. Younger," and I'll say, "Hello, Jefferson, how are you this evening?" He dreams of having an expensive house and people who work under him. His dream is very similar to Esperanza's because they both want to live in a new house and rise above their current social status. Esperanza's dream home would be white with trees around it and a great big yard and grass growing without a fence. She dreams of escaping Mango Street and living in a beautiful new house that she is proud of. While Gatsby wants to become wealthy to improve his economic status in order to be with Daisy, Walter, Esperanza, and Gatsby all encounter setbacks, but that doesn't stop them from dreaming.
Between the three works of literature, we see many examples of people attempting to achieve the American dream. Jay Gatsby's economic status prevented him from being with Daisy, his American dream. Benita and Esperanza both face obstacles due to their gender, race, and socioeconomic status. Throughout these three works of literature, it becomes apparent that the setbacks of race, gender, and socioeconomic status all affect one's ability to achieve the American dream.
Thank you.
Thank you.